Ever wonder why your signature is worth more than gold? Let's pull back the velvet curtain and reveal the truth. Look at your signature. Go ahead, scrawl it out on a piece of paper. Maybe it's a wild squiggle or a neat loop, but to you, it's just your name. But that little scribble is one of the most powerful tools you have. It's a declaration of intent, a legal anchor, and sometimes it's worth more than your car. Your signature is the bedrock of trust in society, the universal symbol for yes, I'm in. It's how we agree to everything, from buying a house to confirming a package of novelty socks. Without signatures, our system of agreements would collapse into chaos. Your signature is proof, a tangible mark that you've committed to something. It transforms paper into a contract, suggestions into rules, and drafts into deals. It's a key that unlocks responsibilities, opportunities, and sometimes a mountain of debt. Once that ink is dry, there's often no turning back. You've made your mark, and the world will hold you to it. So next time you sign, appreciate the power you're unleashing with a flick of your wrist. You're not just writing your name, you're activating a concept that holds civilizations together. It's a system built on the simple, sometimes illegible, human signature. Welcome to the club. How does a simple scrawl turn paper into a legally binding force? The answer: authentication. Your signature is your unique identifier, like a fingerprint in ink. It's proof you agreed to the document's contents. That's why courts and lawyers obsess over signatures. They're the linchpin of evidence. Without a signature, a contract is just a wish list. Add your signature, and suddenly the law stands behind those words. Your signature ties you to your promises, for better or worse. This validation lets us trust people we've never met, do business across continents, and borrow money with confidence. Each signature adds security and legitimacy, creating a chain of custody. When a notary or official signs, they're certifying truth and identity. That's how a piece of paper becomes an official, powerful artifact, all with a little bit of ink. The idea of a unique mark is ancient. Long before pens, people used symbols or seals, like the Romans with their signet rings pressed into wax. This was their personal brand, hard to forge, and official. The modern signature took off with the rise of literacy and the law. In 1677, England's Statute of Frauds required certain contracts to be written and signed to be enforceable. Suddenly, a handshake wasn't enough. You needed it in writing, with your mark. As literacy spread, handwritten signatures replaced wax seals. Handwriting became a form of biometric ID before we had the term. People developed unique styles, flourishes, loops, and all. John Hancock's bold signature on the Declaration of Independence? That was a statement. For those who couldn't write, an X made in front of a witness carried the same legal weight. The principle has always been the same, a unique personal sign of agreement. Whether it's a flourish or a simple cross, it's the intent that matters. The signature's form has changed, but its purpose, authenticating intent, remains. It's the intent behind the mark that has always mattered most. In business, a contract is everything, and the signature brings it to life. It's the corporate I do, turning talk into commitment. Before signing, it's all proposals and negotiations. But once the pen hits paper, the relationship is sealed. A signed contract is an asset. It secures financing, plans futures, and holds people accountable. Imagine building a skyscraper. Every agreement, from steel to design, is governed by signed contracts. Those signatures ensure everyone delivers, gets paid, and stays on schedule. The signature is the green light that sets everything in motion. A delayed or forged signature can halt or destroy billion-dollar projects. That's why signing is often ceremonial. CEOs smiling for cameras, pens in hand. It's a public declaration of commitment and a shift in the business landscape. Years later, if there's a dispute, lawyers won't care about lunch conversations. They'll point to the signatures. The signed contract is the ultimate source of truth. The signature is the single point of failure or success. It's a small action with monumental consequences. That's the power of the scribble. Let's get specific. When you order something online, every step, picking, loading, delivering, is authenticated by a signature. Each signature transfers responsibility, and your final scribble proves delivery. Now, scale up. In international finance, a country's finance minister signs billion-dollar loan agreements. That signature represents the promise of an entire nation. In the art world, a painting's value skyrockets if it bears the artist's signature. The artist's mark is the ultimate proof of authenticity and value. Even daily life runs on signatures, picking up prescriptions, checking into hotels, or signing for packages. Each signature is a cog in the machinery of trust and order. It's a quiet process that keeps society running smoothly. The humble scribble is everywhere, making things happen. It's the silent engine of trust. From global deals to daily errands, signatures keep the world moving. They're the proof behind every promise. It's all run by the humble scribble, and it matters more than you think. Signatures aren't just about agreement, they're about authority. When a doctor signs a prescription, that scrawl gives you access to medicine. The pharmacist trusts the signature, not the patient. The same goes for engineers signing off on bridges or judges signing warrants. Each signature carries immense responsibility and professional accountability. It's a shortcut for trust, backed by years of training and a code of ethics. A judge's signature authorizes searches. A president's signature makes laws. We trust the systems that produce these experts, and their signatures are proof. Diplomas, financial reports, and official documents all rely on the authority of a signature. The signature is a proxy for a world of verification behind the scenes. Here's the dark side, signing without reading. We're all guilty, especially with that "I agree to the terms and conditions" checkbox. Nobody reads them, but that click is your digital signature, just as binding as ink. Companies know you won't read the fine print, and your signature is their ticket to enforce every clause. Sometimes those clauses are wild, like the retailer who jokingly claimed customers' immortal souls. But the consequences can be real non-compete clauses, rent hikes, or sneaky subscriptions. Pleading ignorance won't help. The court will point to your signature. That's why read before you sign is boring but critical advice. Your signature is your word, and if you don't know what you're promising, you're on the hook. Don't give away your power with a careless click or scribble. Take a moment before you sign. Your future self will thank you. Your signature is your responsibility. Use it wisely. Because your signature is so powerful, it's a target for forgery. A forged signature can drain your bank account, steal your identity, or frame you for crimes. That's why banks obsess over matching signatures. It's a crucial defense. History is full of famous forgeries, like the Hitler Diaries hoax, which fooled experts and caused global embarrassment. Even the best can be tricked, so protecting your signature is vital. Don't leave signed documents lying around. Shred sensitive papers. Never sign blank or incomplete forms. In the digital age, protect your electronic signatures and passwords. Your signature is a key to your life. Don't leave it for anyone to pick up. Treat it like you would your house keys, with care and caution. A little vigilance goes a long way. Your signature's authority is only as good as its authenticity. Guard it well. Your signature is a blank check for the legal system. But what if you could change the rules? Enter the Uniform Commercial Code, UCC. Hidden inside is Section 1308, your legal cheat code. UCC 1308 lets you sign under protest or without prejudice. This means you can comply, sign for a package, a ticket, a contract, without fully agreeing to the terms. You're reserving your rights, not surrendering them. It's the legal equivalent of crossing your fingers behind your back. Normally, signing means you and the other party agree, end of story. But add "without prejudice" UCC 1308, and you're saying, "I'm not fully consenting." You're performing the action but not accepting all the consequences. This is crucial when you're forced to sign, like with deliveries, tickets, or bank forms. UCC 1308 documents your duress, making it clear you didn't sign willingly. It's your legal flair. I did this, but not by choice. That can make all the difference if things go wrong. Don't just sign, protect yourself. Use the code and play the game on your terms. So, how do you actually do this? It's simple. When you're handed a document, write "Without prejudice UCC 1-308" above or next to your signature. This keeps your legal options open. You're not waiving your rights or admitting fault. You're just complying for now but reserving the right to challenge later. Adding the UCC code shows you know the rules and aren't blindly agreeing. Some people add "all rights reserved" for extra clarity. Then, sign your name below those words. It's like putting a lock on your front door. Harder for anyone to take advantage. You've made it clear. You're not giving away your power. Let's get practical. Say you're a business owner and a shipment arrives damaged. If you just sign, you accept everything as is. But sign "Without prejudice UCC 1308 and you keep your right to dispute. Or with a medical bill, if you pay under protest without prejudice, you can still challenge unfair charges. When buying a car, you might unknowingly sign away your right to sue. Reserve your rights, and you can argue you never consented. Refusing to sign can cause conflict. Reserving your rights lets the transaction proceed while protecting you. And remember, forgery is powerful because your signature is powerful. Never let anyone use it without your consent. The system assumes your signature is your will. By learning to use it wisely, you move from passive subject to active participant. Don't just sign, think, protect, and act. Your signature is your shield. Use it to defend your interests. Take back control. Be the captain of your... This is about more than contracts. It's about who you are. Your signature is your word, your honor, your promise. That's why forgery feels like a violation. It's theft of your identity. Understanding your signature's power is fundamental. It's about living with intention and being conscious of your agreements. If you're ever forced to sign under threat, write "under duress" or VC for vi coactus. Then seek legal help. Your safety comes first, but document the duress. Mastering your signature is about sovereignty. You are not just a cog in the machine, you have inalienable rights. Use tools like UCC 1-308 to remind the system you're in charge. Your signature is your power. Don't give it away for free. In the shadowy halls of global commerce, a single signature is the skeleton key, unlocking vaults of trust, billions in assets, and your place in the matrix. Picture a massive ship loaded with gold, diamonds, or cutting-edge tech. The captain's signature on a bill of lading turns that slip of paper into a passport for riches. It's suddenly a title of ownership, a ticket to payment, and a guarantee that the cargo is in top shape. But if something goes wrong, that same signature turns into a smoking gun, pointing straight at who's responsible for millions in losses. But wait, before any ship or body sets sail, a certified marine surveyor, or let's say your doctor, checks the vessel. Their signature on the inspection papers, your birth certificate, plugs you into the system. That's right. You're now a vessel in the commerce matrix, ready to be taxed, traded, and tracked. Lose a ship at sea or a person in life? The final piece is the signed insurance policy, or the death certificate. The underwriter's signature is a sacred promise. Billions could be paid out, protecting shadowy investors, Federal Reserve cronies, and anyone with skin in the game. At the port, one forged signature on a bill of lading or a birth certificate could unleash a wave of fraud, redirecting millions of dollars in goods into the wrong hands. Only the true, authorized signature keeps the matrix from collapsing into chaos. And in the world of military secrets, an engineer's signature on a submarine's blueprint could tip the scales of war, risking not just fortunes, but lives and national security itself. Your signature isn't just ink, it's the master key to an unseen empire, binding you, your assets, and your future to the matrix. Hold your pen wisely. In the end, your signature is more than a legal tool. It's you. It's your personal brand, a self-portrait in ink. When you sign, you're leaving a mark that says, I was here. I stand by this. Famous signatures become icons. Disney, Lenin, Hancock, symbols of legacy and value. Yours may not end up on a lunchbox, but it carries your personal weight. As we go digital, the ritual changes. Pins, passwords, fingerprints. But the principle is the same. You're affixing your unique identity and saying, I agree. The technology changes, but the need for a trusted mark remains. So next time you sign, give it a moment. That mark is the culmination of history, law, and culture. It's a tool that runs the world, from deliveries to treaties. It's a promise, a shield, and a statement of who you are. It's your personal seal of approval, your bond, your brand. It's just a scribble, but it holds the world together, and it belongs to you. Use it wisely.